mayor of London,
还有一个是金融城，
just like in the common sense as the mayor of Beijing, the mayor for the larger London. And we have also the Lord Mayor for the city of London. And the city of London is just about 1 square mile. And this city of London is the financial center of the world. It has a history of 2,000 years. And the Lord Mayor of City of London will change for every year, and every year there will be an annual inaugural event. And according to British media, on today's site, about 2 million people will visit. And I will introduce to you about the local situation. I'm at an important link, the grandstand of St. Paul's Cathedral, and you can also see there are so many people. And these are the people who have made excellent contribution in the city of London. The companies and the ordinary citizens, they are here by invitation because they have made outstanding contribution. And the 692nd mayor, William Russell, will go off his coach here, and there will be a short ceremony of inauguration, and from today on, William Russell will take office. And today you can see in London it is cold and chilly. Despite the sun, we could feel the chill in the air. But this shall not prevent the passion of the people to participate in this grand event. And later on, we will introduce to you every aspect for every company of this pageantry. And I will introduce to you our guest, Miss Wu Lin. And I will introduce to you Miss Wu Lin. She is Secretary General of the British China Council of Commerce, and she has another title. She will introduce to you. I'm the Secretary General for British China Council of Commerce. I also work with the London branch of the Bank of China because all the positions in that council is for part-time, so I have 2 titles. And Miss Wu Lin, she also works with the London branch of the Bank of China, and she is also an excellent person in the City of London. And for the City of London, it has put the financial talents from all across the world. The City of London is most internationalized, and we could see that foreign companies, they account for more than 60% or 50% of the local business, and the international share for the US is only 30% for foreign companies. And for London, the City of London, the annual volume of fund transfer is very large. For the foreign currency transaction in the City of London account for 1/3 of the world's total in the amount of 60 billion. And we could hardly imagine that on this small scale of land, just 1 square mile, we could witness such a large amount of financial transaction. And we could see this achievement is due to the openness of this city. It has a rich history, but it is open to the outside world. It encourages foreign talents to invest. So the Britain has attracted so much capital. The development has been about 100 years. Back then, there were only 30,000 people in the City of London. So the City of London has started earlier to open up. It encouraged the financial talents. With money, it can develop and expand. For China, we have the opening up for more than 4 decades, and we can expect fast-speed growth in the future also. And from this perspective, it is very important that we focus on openness. Openness is also in line with the theme of today's parade, because the theme of the parade is focusing on international perspective, investment, innovation, and culture. So if we go back to the 2,000 years of history for the City of London, it shows another kind of dynamism. People may wonder about the Brexit and the influence on the city of London, and the new mayor may have his own understanding. Can you share with us? The British people are confident. They are good at doing business. Brexit has brought about many challenges, but it has also brought about opportunities. The British people must have the ways to tackle the challenges. And for the British China Council of Business, we have 200 member companies. But for Chinese companies in Britain, we abound in the number. We hope that we can have more members in the future. And for the past decade, we have witnessed a very rapid growth. We have a substantial expansion of Chinese enterprises in Britain. For Bank of China, we have been here for more than 20 years. We witnessed the growth of Chinese enterprises in London. So from this phenomenon, we could see that Brexit is not only a challenge but also opportunity because we have expanding foreign companies, including Chinese companies in Britain. And for China's reform and opening up, it has brought about huge opportunities, and there are more companies going abroad. As compared to France, Britain, or other European countries, maybe this international operation accounts for a lower share, but we could see there is still a huge prospect. And back then, we were in the city of London, and then we have the Commercial Bank of China and Construction Bank of China. We have various kind of Chinese banks in the city of London, and there will be more and more financial institutions. They will enter into the city of London. Because I have seen their promotion events. From your perspective, how many Chinese enterprises are there in London? We have more than 200 member companies. And it is also similar to the city of London. Our membership is diversified, covering various kind of industries and sectors. For decades ago, mainly financial enterprises or SOEs were there. But now we have private enterprises, small-scale enterprises, and for today's parade, we, for the first time, have a Chinese company, Chinese parade company. And in 2017, we have the Bank of China here in the parade, and then the Construction Bank of China here, and we have about several companies also this year for this parade. Last year, we want to be here, and this is a great news, because for you to participate in the parade, it is not such an easy thing. Maybe we need to queue up. So this year, it is a great opportunity to participate in this pageantry. For the city of London, it is for royal tradition, and previous companies, parade vehicles, they were reserved for the high royalties. And to show the openness, certain enterprises can participate in the parade. And we could hardly imagine that Chinese enterprises have the chance to participate in this parade. I have been working here for so many years. We thought that we couldn't enter into such a pageantry. But for our chairman of the Council of China Britain Commerce, we could see that for several years we have entered into the parade pageantry, and we have so many vehicles. We have the coach for China Britain Council of Commerce. We have also the coach for Zhejiang Commerce Council, and we have also the participants from Hong Kong area. And this also shows even closer ties between China and Britain. I can hear the sound of the drums and music. So it means that we are having the incoming pageantry parade, and we will introduce to you later on about the funny things and interesting things in this parade. And for today's Lord Mayor's show, we could appreciate the traditional association of different industries. we originally have 12 company, and we can also see different kind of groups for the new technology enterprises. We have a witness for the military band, and we can also appreciate the performance from the hometown of our new mayor. So for today's live show, we can show a comprehensive perspective, a very beautiful perspective for this kind of parade. So we can see that these parade companies have just come. So we could see that this company, this livery company, they are beautifully dressed, and they wear the heavy coat, and they have this kind of performance. It is a company from the Scottish military, and we will have this military band and the armed escort to open the way. It is a tradition for this pageantry. And if you observe clearly, there is a blue fur on the top of the head. It is so beautiful. And if I have guessed it right, it may be this company from Scotland, because we can see the lute. And I am reminded by Ms. Wu that this is for the military band of London. This company is the London military company. It is the only reserve company for this parade. It normally offers infantry to offer support to other military, and this London military group offers support to people from all across the world. And now, this is the people from the hometown of the new mayor, William Russells. And you can also see they are driving a very interesting vehicle. And the hometown is in the suburban area of London, and you can see the flower. The flower is for the Daffodil Festival annually, and now the flower is brought to the center of London annually for the Daffodil Festival. About 14,000 people would visit. So you can see the passing pageantry. They are from the hometown of the new mayor. And we can see the coming pageantry parade here. And this is a group from a school, and the students are paying their tribute to the incoming mayor. So we can see for schools to participate, the new mayor has positions in various schools. He has been dedicated to education. And the second purpose is that the 800 years of City of London as history needs to pass on to the next generation. And for the purple group, this is the alumni school of the alma mater of the new mayor from Durham University. And this Durham University is very proud for the new mayor. You can also see and this is for a trumpet military band. And you can also see the from the Cambridge County. It needs to show the contribution of that county to the Britain. And Cambridge County is also the hometown for the new mayor. You can also see the Chinese group here, China-Britain Council of Commerce. We have 100 of us. And we have a big dragon here. And the big dragon has 16 meters in length and 3.5 meters in height. We have 12 companies participating in the group. And this dragon shows the strength of our council, and it also shows the strength of China and development. And you can see the cloud. The cloud shows good luck. You can also see the major 3 banks, and people are so excited to participate and register. And you can also see the incoming company and the Agricultural Guild, Agricultural Association. It has been active in participating and promoting agriculture. And for agriculture in Britain, it is mainly very important because in Britain it is mainly service sector, and agriculture association is very important for the local farmer. Although the association is majoring in agriculture, it has also practice in the charity aspect. And later on, you can also see the incoming livery company. We have 2 big persons, and if we come nearer, we could see clearly. And they are made of willow branch. You can also see the wagon mag. Why we have these 2 great persons? Because they are the guardian gods for the city of London. It is from a legendary from the old times. And for the 1 square meter area, it is to be the residential place for the big persons. And after the ancient time, we can see the actual people reside here, and we have these guardian gods. And we hope that the spirits of the guardian gods can protect the city of London. So every year, these 2 great persons will appear. So there is a height limit of 4.5 meters. Otherwise, the big person will be even larger. You can also see the young people in red. They are very young this year. And they are the freemen in the city of London. What does freeman mean? Freemen are an honorary title for the resident in the city of London. It shows the status. To be a freeman in the city of London, it shows the contribution to the city of London and to Britain. In recent years, more and more Chinese people have been awarded this honorary title, so we could see the city of London is totally internationalized. Also, an income company, we could see the young participants, very cute children have participated, and they are 70 scouts. And you can also see we have the company for the Disney performance, and there are also some visitors to the Windsor Castle. And this is also for the female association. This is a charity organization to help the girls to grow. So you can see the beautiful girls. And for this organization, it focuses on the health of girls, offering psychological support and job opportunities. And here is the art performance, the CCA art bus. If you are familiar with art, we can see that for the popular art of Britain is very famous, and we have the mobile art gallery. Also this year, we have this image of this year's show of various artistic value. And this is a girls' school.
接下来各位网友吃货们啊要注意了。
And next,
走过来一群面包啊。
you can have your attention because we have a lot of bread here. In 1876, this company has come into being. This bread has come into existence, and this is a very famous bread in Britain. It is a home business. And here we could see that Britain has paid great attention to the passing down of history. And this is a famous bus in London for the bread town. And bread town is actually the electorate of the new mayor. We can also see a lantern of Huawei even here. And this is the military band of the RAF, Royal Air Force. The military band for RAF. And we have also it is still the Royal Air Force of Britain. Last year, RAF witnessed the 100th anniversary. And this is the auxiliary Air Force. And you can see last year it is the 100th anniversary for the RAF. And another group from the RAF. If you are fond of military things, you could see that for this mayor's show, we have engines on display. And it is all. We have the textile guild. It is a very traditional association, the spinning guild. It was established in 1657, so it has a long history. And you can see for this company, this group, it has the storage carbine from 1780. Another school's company, a very famous school. And we have so many young people participating in today's show. It is also a feature for the City of London. And for this, it is a charity, one of the 3 major charities in the City of London. It helps the young people here. And we have the Air Force Academy in the area of London. It is actually a nationwide organization, 40,000 participants. And you can see the young people. They have 10,000 volunteers. It is a better city for all, the organization's name. And for here we have the military band for the Academy of Air Force in the area of London. 40,000 students from 13 to 20 years old, more than 10,000 volunteers. And with the sponsorship of RAF, they have participated in various activities such as shooting, flying, and sliding. And the performers today, they come from the Greater London area, not only the City of London. So we have long lines. They have taken the places for even 2 companies. We can see the dark gray suit they are wearing. It is a nationwide organization for teenagers.
远远走过来醒目的这种颜色，应该和交通部门有关系了吧？
You can see the yellow color. This is the Association of Cars and Vehicles. AA is an emergency rescue for vehicles and cars. You can see those 2 old-fashioned transportation vehicles. BSA motors and a ancient car. So you can see the car is very small, very mini-sized. It is a two very famous member for a fleet, for a vehicle fleet. And this vehicle weighs about 3 tons. The incoming horse fleet, it is the manufacturer for horseware, for horse harnesses. So people in Britain are very fond of horses and riding. So this is an organization that produces horse harnesses.
好，接下来走过来，我们看戴着金色头盔站在马车上跟大家挥手的，这个是
And here we
皇家
could
青年
see
会啊。
with the golden helmet, they are the Royal Teenager Association.
也是预备轻骑兵团啊。哦，接下来
It is also an industrial association.
各种各样的行业协会。
And here we could also see that
啊，
various associations of different industries.
对，伦敦金融城的行业协会。
很多的行业协会，他们举着自己的那种标识。
So you can see different kind of industrial associations. They are holding their own signs. These associations have history of more than several hundreds of years. These clothes show their previous power and status, and now these clothes show their honor.
游行者们还和现场的观众们积极的互动着。
You can also see that for the participants for these industrial associations, they are also interacting with the audience on the spot.
这么多行业协会
好多好多
啊，太多了。
最古老的有12个。
So many associations of industries here. We have 12 traditional industrial associations. We call them the traditional guilds or the Great 12 City Livery Companies. And we have a list about what kind of items are for this pageantry, but the actual condition may not be as in the list. So we'll just watch and see what is here. So I must introduce to you that Miss Wu has done a lot of homework for today's live show for the preparation. She wants to show the whole aspect of the city of London. And for today, we are here. We can see there are 2,000 people here on the stand. About 1/10 of them are the member of our council. So it is a very good opportunity to be here. So it is actually a military band. We guess it is a military band from the RAF, from the Royal Air Force, but we are not sure. And we see that these soldiers in uniforms, they come from the 3rd Intelligence Agency. And the following is the Royal Princess volunteer soldiers. So they are all girls, volunteer soldiers. It was established in 1907, and then the Royal Logistics Group. And we have a military vehicle following 151 Royal Logistics Company. It is very important company in the UK. Apart for the high degree of emergency and emergency response, about 40 persons a year will control the floating items from the river. And then we have another camp. It is for the electronics and mechanical experts. The 37 company. We have difficulties in identifying different companies, so we have this number on this vehicle so we can see clearly. So you can see the soldier on the top of that car, of that vehicle. The soldier is so active, and he is interacting with the audience, the rhyme. And this army is made of electronic and mechanical experts, try to maintain all the vehicles and equipment in the military of the UK.
随着军乐队之后，向我们走过来的，向观礼台这边挥手的是。
With the military music, and we could also see another company from the army. And the army focuses on the army cadets. So this is not actually in the army, it actually wants to build the community spirit for cooperation. And you can also see this is a very famous tea brand in Britain. And previously, only the Queen can shop here for this tea, but later on, common people can come in. So this is a very famous symbol the people are wearing. You can also see those young people here marching down the road.
Thank 现在看到的是一个城市信托啊，城市信托。
This vehicle is for the 125th birthday for this Tower Bridge, and this is also one of the incoming charity group is one of the three charities, one of the three trusts in the City of London. And there is a foundation offering the fund to this charity organization each year.
现在看我们走过来的呢，是穿着着典型的。
You could also see this Jewish
猜一猜这是来自哪个国家的？它不是英国。
company. The people are in the very special customs. So they come from Switzerland. The hardware producers from Zurich, because it's a hats. The hats are made by themselves. The organization was established in 1336. So they even have their own band following.
我可能今天的天气太冷了，我怎么觉得他们穿的好暖和？So
you can see the police, they are wearing very heavy coats. And you can also see the Association for Very Heavy Clothes, and they are also in the textile industry, and the industry association for making hats.
这个俱乐部是伦敦市最老、最友好的俱乐部，它是一个义工组织，有
We have this
1700多个
club,
分会。
Rotarian Club. It is a voluntary work organization. It has 1,700 participating branches, about 45,000 members. They use their time and expertise for the activities to help people in the local community and across the world. The organization Rotarian Association.
哎呀，接下来应该是我们又看到了龙，应该是我们中国的游行队伍。
And here we can also see a dragon. A dragon represents a Chinese group.
果不其然，是我们中国香港的花车队伍。
对呀，他们已经多年参加这个花车巡
It is a company from Hong Kong,
带
China.
来的是龙舟。
They have been participating in this parade for several years,
中国的文化。
and there is a dragon boat to celebrate this traditional culture of Hong Kong and China.
这个是儿童慈善机构。
对，说到慈善呢，在英国。
And this is a children's charity organization. And for charity is very important in the UK. And charity is actually promising in the UK. And for this organization, it has helped 1 million children.
现在还没有，估计还是刚才的慈善机构。
And this is also a military.
画着非常可爱的。
This is also a part of the charity, the children's charity. You can see the cartoons on the vehicle, the images on the vehicle.
您说的那个啊，在后面我们看非常帅气，英
真是跟
姿飒爽。
小白聊天了，今天。
And you can also see
飒爽地走过来
those handsome soldiers. The handsome soldiers, also a military band.
怀特岛的怀特岛成立于1976年，这个很新的。
叫
From
麦
White
地那
Island
军乐队啊，他们
And
刚
this
才那个
organization
介绍
was
它是以怀特岛为
A
基地的英国
military band called Medina.
成立了43年了，这是他们第
It is
3
based
次
in White
亮相
Island.
伦敦金融城的花车巡游。上一次是
It has a
2017
history of 43 years. This is the third time for them to participate in the Lord Mayor's show, and the last time is in 2007. And White Island
去那儿度假，
is in southern Britain. It is a tourist scene,
也去过
and
非
the
常安
British people want to have their vacations there. And that island was very quiet with few people.
哎呀，我发现今年的这个花车游行啊，真是漂亮，红完了之后就是绿。
And for this year's pageantry, it is really beautiful because we can see red color, the green color, so bright colors here. We have the infantry camp.
看，这还有一个随军记者。
They are carrying the guns even. And there is also a reporter here covering this infantry group.
是他的那个预备军的那个历史。
啊，对，是预备役，对对对，
And
看上去确实是像。
This is also to show the history for the reserve
这
army.
个大家看到的戴着圆顶钢盔的，这个可就
Also the participants from
这
Welsh.
个这个就是正规的部队了。
So they are wearing those helmet.
碧连一个连。
And these people, they are the official soldier.
它是位于伦敦北部的预备役陆军步兵，啊，还是预备役。
称为老虎连。
And they are based in northern London.
像老虎。
Oh, we guessed it wrong. It is still the reserve
被称为老虎。
military.
很长的队伍。
And
啊，52，对，52。
so such a long distance they are covering for this group.
那像参加游行的，肯定就是他们这个军队里的这个预备役的队员。
And to participate in this parade,
来的也是会员。
the reserve army
接下来应该是另外一个
soldiers,
部队
they
了，因为戴的是
are
红
here
帽
to
子，而且
participate.
脸上涂着迷彩。他们是
And another company, they are wearing the red hat, and they have colors on their face, actually.
降落伞团的
They are for parachute army.
它是正规军。
正规军。我们看到这个军车上呢，有模拟着从飞机
Parachute company, official soldiers.
的降落伞
You can see on the vehicles,
这个
we can see the image about jumping off of the parachuters from an airplane.
这么走过来还是挺虎气的哈。
啊，一看就是周末，他们很放松。
So you can see these people, they look very heroic and strong if they come in front of us.
下面是空降医疗队中队，一个中
Very
队。
vivid image for the soldier in the UK.
这个队伍还有点
And the next is a company for the parachute medical service.
啊，队伍当中还有一辆救护车。我们来看一下这个伞兵队伍的医疗救护车。
他来自
We have an ambulance even in the company, so
他们都是同事。他们
the members have come from 16 medical service groups, and they work and they help the security service for the common people.
是雄赳赳气昂昂走过来的，而不是士兵
And here, the incoming company,
大学的军官训练团。
they are not soldiers, but they are the military training group from the University of London, you can see. They are not actual soldiers.
伦敦和周边大学的招募新兵的工作。
They are in reserve.
下面这么
They recruit new members from University of London and other universities for the army.
10个年轻的音乐家，他们经常在英
The
国
young musicians,
和法国
50 young musicians,
好漂亮啊！
they perform on a frequent basis in Britain and in France.
58了。这个是维修一个物业维修公司。
这个吴秘书长到底在伦敦生活了好多年了。
Here it is a group from a maintenance company. So this company actually help to maintain your house, your facility in the community.
像做英国的这种呢，有时候是很难辨认它这个有
And for the live broadcast for the parade,
名字的，有
it is difficult to identify different companies, different groups.
这个已经不按队伍走了，好像。
好像已经是
But we have a local guy here, we have Miss Wu here. So she could identify these different companies, different participants. But now the sequence is a little bit changed. So we'll just see.
在后面啊，带羽毛的还是不对。
我们来看一下，我们这个能看到帽子上戴着长长的这个
We could also see her here with the fur on the hat.
羽毛的这个是哪个队伍？我真没认出来啊。那接下来过来的是印度最大的银行是吧？在
The feather on the hat, it is still soldier, but we have the State Bank of India. The company for the State Bank of India, it has more than 200 years of history. The largest bank in India, and in Britain, the operation has a history of 100 years. And for Bank of China, we have 90 years in Britain. And this Indian bank has 12 branches in Great Britain.
好，接下来走过来的呢是一个我认识了，因为我这喜欢吃哈，它是一个烘焙学校。
And here we could also see,
这个很多的
I recognize it.
面包店
It is a baking school.
有机会来伦敦呢，一定要多尝尝。
A lot of bakery
带着面包。
are excellent in Britain. If you have the chance to go to London, you need to have a taste for the bread and bakery.
就这个学校都125周
You can also see the bread here, and this company has 125 years of history for the bakery. And now this is a P2P platform,
65万客户。
and P2P is very popular in London now. It has 650,000 users or clients.
现在要隆重给大家介绍雄赳赳气昂昂。
And here we need to present to you the incoming company.
这个更早了，源于1499年。
It is the band for an industrial association, and the association started from 1499. It combines the military slogan and the voice of peace, so you could also appreciate their uniforms. And the uniforms are very unique, combining the tradition and modern elements.
英格兰银行来了，我们的邻居过来了，它是300多年的历史了。
Bank of England,
这个楼它是
our neighbor, because BOC now is neighboring Bank of England. Bank of England has 300 years or so in history.
英国的国家银行。
And this is the oldest central bank in the world. Bank of England was once a normal financial organization, but now it is the Central Bank of England. And you can see the
对啊，金条的重
golden stick,
千辆小汽
and
车
there is an
我
inventory,
们的中行楼底下。
and the golden stick can weigh for about 5,000 small cars.
不让进，只能去博物馆摸一摸那个金条。它有个免费开放的博物馆，那里放
There
的
is a
金条非常
vault.
重，你不一定能端得起。
And there's a Bank of England side, and the gold there weigh more than 5,000 small vehicles. There is also a museum with golden stick on display. And you can also see the incoming company. So actually the image is very beautiful.
哦，好像是
We could not recognize the company,
哎 ，Metro，
but we guess it is a foundation for
另
dogs.
外一个银行，
是吗？
对
看它怎么
，Metro Bank 是吧？
对呀，
对对对。
And it is another bank. Actually, it is not organization for dog. It is another bank, Metro Bank.
后面是它的一个大头啊，真的是它就。
And the blue and red color.
银行，它的
And there is
开到很晚，以前英国是周末
a emerging bank, a new bank.
周末也开。
And Metro Bank is open till very late.
咆哮摇滚狗
Previously in Britain, banks are closed for weekend, but now the banks are open even for weekend. And here with the dog coming, we could see this is a foundation for dogs.
好，那么刚才说狗狗基金，真的现场就
出来了
很多狗狗。
大狗带小狗出来了。
And also the foundation for dogs we are talking about. So we have real dogs here.
我住外的这几年有深刻的感受，就伦敦人对动物的
People were actually leashing their dogs. So in London,
很喜欢动物，对它
we see that the people are paying attention to the welfare of the animals. The young people, the children, they are fond of pets and animals. So you can also see the dogs
它也有150年了。
and the Red Cross in Britain.
之后的走过来的是
It has more than 150 years of history. And following that,
1885年，吸引了来自英国各地的最优秀的救世军。
the organization was established in 1885, attracting the most excellent musicians of Saving the World Army. And
皇家炮兵团260。
the band is wearing a very unique helmet.
炮过来
The Royal actually
军事
artillery
可以好好看
group,
一看啊。
artillery company.
它这个皇家陆军团有3个营，
So if you are a fan of military exercise, you can see
它主
for
要是那个它的主要装备有多重发射和高速导弹系统。
the main equipment is for high-speed missile and different kind of equipment. And on the vehicle, we could see the bricks.
伦敦金融城还有
It is for the scout unit for the city of London.
我只知道它有自己的警察那个警察。
Even a scout group for the City of London, it is so amazing. We know that for the City of London, about 1,000 police persons are protecting the city of financial operation, and anti-terrorism protection is very strict also. And with a globe in hand, we could see this is a geography company.
他没有说它的年份。
它主要也是数据的收集，提供一些分析，作战地图的分析。
And this association focuses on collecting and analyzing data about the military map analysis. It offers services to the national defense and also the medical service company. City of London Reserve Medical Service for the military. So City of London has its own justice, has its own police, has its own medical service. So London has 2 mayors. The City of London is of high status with various kind of authorities and branches. The mayor of London, if he visits abroad, the other heads of state will receive the mayor of London. And you can also see the reserve military. For the Royal Army, the headquarters is in the southern part of London. It focuses on policing, operation support, as well as the protection for certain operations. Also, the teenager branch for the trumpet group in the military. From 11 to 25 years old, teenagers participate in this band. And for City of London, there are very famous schools. We can also see a company from a famous school coming.
下面走来的是英国很有名的百货商店 Fenwick， 它是1882年成立的，在那个英国的 New
Fenwick, a very famous shopping store in Britain, established in 1882. It was based on a very famous street, and the things on sale in Fenwick are very characteristic. It offers delicate goods. And here, the hero, the helpful hero company. They believe that to serve the people, they are heroes, and these heroes need to be offered relief once they are wounded. Heroes save us, and we need to offer support to heroes. And the helpful hero, they help the family for the heroes, for the soldiers, to live a normal life. And the incoming is the Visit Rwanda company. And we talk about the subway in London. London has a history of more than 100 years, and the metro relief is very good, but there have always been strikes in the metro, in the subway. So it is also an interesting thing to observe for the subway operation in Britain. And here, it is a trumpet band for a school. And this band participates in the community activities and the activities of the school. And the students are very proud of themselves if they can participate in this band.
那么我们看，还有走过来的是这个伦敦金融城环保公司，他们披着的斗篷上面都是。And
here we could also see the environment protection company. The clothes they are wearing are made from recyclable material, and you can see the company is very interesting. The materials are all recyclable. They have an award ceremony for cleaning cities, and they are advocating for a plastic-free city. You can also see the Road Maintenance and Construction Association. It is an old-style steamer, steam engine,
这个是人家的吉祥物，你看，这是叫圣，
and there is a museum.
这还小啊。
And you can also see the representing animal for the association. It is a pig, a small pig for Saint Antonio,
对，古德纳学院
4 meters high.
也是一个教育慈善的机
This
构。
is also a college. It is also a charity organization.
今天伦敦的天气真的是很寒冷，很寒冷。
伦敦很喜欢古乐呀。
And for London today, it is really chilly, really cold.
轻的古乐队。
London is fond of trumpet. You can also see this is a new band established in 1977.
成员呢，主要是军人和退役军人和平民啊，有一些业余的。
And the members are on duty and off duty or veteran soldiers, even ordinary people can participate.
从1996年
And in patrol, they will demonstrate various kind of uniforms. From 1996, they have been participating in the parade for the city of London.
他也是来，他那边
Also, York County
大的军旗。
约克郡穿
Company.
色衣服很漂亮。约克这个
It is a very large York, a very large county, and they are in pink.
待一个星期，里面有很多好玩的东西。
And there are 3 national parks in York County, and there are so many interesting things in those national parks. So if you have time, you can have a try.
远远向我们走过来的是伦敦的标志了，红色的大巴车，那它一定是和交通相关的。
And coming nearer,
是伦敦大都会
the symbol of London, the red bus. So this company needs to be related to transportation. It is
是有超过17%的公交车就是由这个公司
Arrive London. The name is Arrive in London.
每天的乘客量
More than 17% of the buses in London are provided by this company. More than 1 million visits each day for transportation
是一个小学。
under this company. So following that, we have the school for the city of London. It is a primary school.
伦敦金融城也存在。
There are so many schools in the city of London, and the schools are famous.
很多都是从外面过来的。
So is it easy for the residents in city of London to get admitted in famous schools? So many people actually apply for schools in the city of London from suburban areas.
皇家海
So we can also see they are in neat uniforms.
天花车游行军乐团里面
The Royal Navy, Royal Marine Band,
最高的一个
and this is actually of the highest rank or highest performance in today's parade. The Royal Marine Military Band.
7年，大家可以想象历史是非常久远。
It has a long history which can trace back to 1767. So it has a long history. In 2011,
是皇家海军了。
啊，皇家海军了。
it has also went to Afghanistan.
行业来自
And then the Royal Navy coming
空军中队和海岸单位。
and focus on veterans,
再下来就是什么
the
海军
submarines and other units.
海军预备役。
那应该是
And later on, we could see the Navy, also from Navy, the reserve for Navy,
这个就刚才
also the incoming.
这应该是皇家海军总统号。我们看有一个有像这个舰艇一样的，在
And this is for the president's
当中出现了。
ship
后面
for
是
the Royal Navy.
英国皇家
You can also
海军
see
陆战军
the
戴白帽子。
shipping here.
接下来走过来的就是非常著名的英国皇家海
And
军
in white hat, the Royal Navy Marine, actually Royal Marine. This is actually Royal Marine
这个
Reserve,
是
City
皇
of
家海军
London.
陆战队预备役啊。
And Royal Marine Reserve and Royal Marine Commando here.
那接下来走过来的这个，我想去年的伦敦金融城市长他也出现了，这个排雷兵走在最前面。
And the next we could see the previous mayor of Lord Mayor of London, and this is also a military unit. The motto for this military unit is to be everywhere. It is actually an achievement to participate in this military unit. They need to get a green helmet because they need to meet the requirement of recruitment in this unit.
I'll just get you guys in the pen for the moment, please. So guys, I'm just what's going to happen right now. So you're almost going to get here at 20 past. Okay? This car is going to pull up to about there.
今年的游行队伍呢，一共有140多个方队。
对呀，对呀。
And for this year's parade,
7000多人。
we have more than 140 companies. About 7,000 people participated. And this is the largest scale pageantry and parade in the world. And we could see this festival actually shows the long history. And the thing is to escort the Lord Mayor to take office. And the previous route was to the Westminster, but now the route is still in the city of London.
现在从他们的衣着上，大家猜一猜他们是属于哪个部队的？应该是海军啊。
You can also, judging from the clothes, you can guess which unit they belong to. We guess it is for Navy. It is a Navy Cadet and Navy Reserve in the area of London.
我们发现，大家会发现整个的游行队伍当中呢，海军这样的。
And so young the participants, and you may discover for the whole parade, the Navy has accounted for a larger share because we could see historically, Navy has been very important because Britain has been a great power on the oceans.
下面这个是英国最以为骄傲的是。
And later on, we could see.
这是2位，英国航空公司。
哎呀，银行他们最得意了，他们都不是其他的航空公司。
At British Airways,
国航、东航里头的。
British people are very famous for this airway.
忠诚自己，他们自己的航空公司，他们习惯了，非常好。
The English people, they are very loyal to their local airlines, airways.
真的也是我们的客户。
You can also see these umbrellas. The hostess and the hosts here on the airplanes. You can also see the Kazakhstan embassy here. So not only business organizations participate, we could see governmental organizations participate. We have the embassy here participating in this parade. It is the first time. So this is also to enhance the ties with the city of London and to build a friendly relationship.
下面是伦敦金融城的城市大学，这个大学很多。
And next,
金融工作者为了方便都到那儿去。
the College for the City of London. Many financial professionals, they will have their follow-up study in this college. And for the new mayor, William Russell, it is actually the president for that college. And all the mayors have become the honorary president of that college. And you can also see the ambulance group, St. John Ambulance Group. it is also for us to show and to see this great performance in saving people and offering emergency relief. You can also see this is a drum group. It comes from Northern Ireland. It was established in 1919. And the veteran from the First World War established such an organization, and they are very happy to participate in today's parade. And this is for the second city of London. And we could see that City of London has expanded, so we have the second place. So many financial organizations have changed their location to a newer place. You can also see a Chinese company, a Chinese group here. It is Britain Zhejiang Province Council of Business. And Zhejiang is very active in Britain, especially in business and trade. It has offered great support to London. And they have participated in such a parade for several years. And Zhejiang people, they have this organization for the people from Zhejiang, and they have different kind of communication technology and technique, and this kind of smooth communication have given success to various kind of transactions. So we need to encourage more and more industrial organizations and more local organizations to enhance communication among different Chinese enterprises. So in London, we have organization for Shanghai, Jiangsuan, Shenzhen enterprises. And they have more opportunity to cooperate with each other. So we encourage actually the communication and cooperation between different Chinese enterprises. So this is also a part for the Zhejiang company, the Zhejiang Parade Company.
中国元素在今年的这个伦敦金融城市长花车与巡游当中。
So you can see the Chinese element has been vivid and evident in this year's Lord Mayor's show. We still guess it is a parade group from China because we can see the Chinese element of fans. They are performing Tai Chi in front of the audience. It is also the Zhejiang Council of Business of different age groups. We can see the senior woman here. And they're showing the slogan of Beautiful China and BRI. Also from York County. And if you have visited Britain, you may see this is also a bread, a toast company from 1886. Britain wants to keep its own brand. British people are very loyal to their local brands. It is a tea brand. This is Eddie Stobart for Sustainable Distribution, a logistics company. And for the logistics, it needs to heed environmental protection, actually. And this is an association for the gathering in the residence of Lord Mayor. For in City of London, people want to get together, communicate together so that they can get more money. So for this association, it helps the mayor and his supporters to gather together. You can see the Rolls-Royce
雄赳赳气昂昂又走过来一个乐队啊，是基督公学
You can also
学校的
see
乐队。
there is also a band coming.
这个乐队，哎呀，历史很悠久啊。
The Christianity School or Christian Public School. And for the band, it has a long history, established in 1552,
可贵的穷学生。
with even a longer history than the Bank of England.
中国的慈善是世界上最发达的，它已经
This school offers free education for homeless students. The charity in Britain has been most sophisticated in the world. It has a history of 300 years. Britain is the first country to have a law on charity. So China is now paying more attention to charity.
这一个
And Chinese enterprises have focused on corporate citizenship in the local community. And you can also see this company. It is the Royal Artillery Group,
匹马
the band for Royal Artillery and Royal
拉着这个野
Horse Riding Military.
每6匹拉一个重炮。
So we have 6 horses carrying the artillery,
拉一个
every 6 horses carrying 1 bomb.
拿着空话一直排队排那么长时间。下面又是各种同业协会了，
这走过来的是各种同业协会啊。
它是一
Next,
种
we can also see various kind of industrial guilds or industrial associations.
一些皇家学会。
那么大家就
So different kind of clubs and royal clubs, royal associations.
我们也很难判断。
And through our image, you can have a feeling.
会
Because they are not following a strict sequence, so we could hardly judge which sector they belong to. Normally, we could see it is industrial and commercial associations. Previously, famous associations can participate in this kind of parade. So we could see for the participants, they have this chance to participate. It shows their status and honor.
会、布工会、小商贩工会。
We have the Saltman Association, for the clothes making association, a small grocery associations. We could not judge. In the city of London, we could see previously we have 12 industrial associations. They are all here. And for these industrial associations, they have long histories.
有个小协
And even royal members are the member for these associations.
或者一些他们聚会。皇
Next to Bank of China, there is a small association. It has history of 800 years. Some royal members may even come to the gathering for these associations.
其实金融城一共有110家同业工会。
And in city of London, there are 111 industrial guilds, industrial associations.
Charles
The previous mayor, the previous Lord Mayor, you can see,
我们看到这辆
Charles
车上呢，现在镜头给的呢是前几届的
and
金融
the
城市
next
长
is successor of Charles.
金融城市
You can also see on this carriage the previous Lord Mayors for City of London, and possibly the next Mayor of London, Lord Mayor of London.
He said they will be principal. He's gonna.
那现在走过来的叫荣誉火炮公司。
And here we could also see
战呀，第一次世界大战
this is
第二
the
次世界大战
honorary artillery company. In the Civil War of Britain, the World War I and World War II, the cannons and artillery used is for this company.
那个武力秘书长，您和那个金融城市长的应该是很熟悉，是吧？
And Miss Wu, you must be familiar with the Lord Mayor of City of London. For our council, we have a lot of cooperation with the City of London. So the City of London wants to build a platform to pool various kind of financial institutions to cooperate with each other. And our council has similar functions. So we are both platforms and we can have chances of communication. You can also see these carriages, and they may carry the previous Lord Mayor. You can see the home cavalry groups. And we guess that we can see in a bit of time the carriage for the Lord Mayor of City of London. So you can see we think they are the family member for the Lord Mayor.
132走过来的呢，叫整个金融城的游行技术总监，他的名字叫。
And here we have
他已经在这个伦敦金融城
the
市长花车游行啊。
technology supervisor for the whole parade. His name is Dominic. He has been working for 28 years. He's standing on this car, the commander for this parade. The commander for the parade, and he's coming off the car. And his father is also of the same position, so we could see the family tradition here. Next, it is the home cavalry band for the Royal Cavalry.
这支是英国军队中最大的交响乐队了。
And this is the largest scale symphony band in the UK military. It is famous for the cavalry skill and the performing skill.
好，现在走过来，我们看到在这个。
And we could see coming here, escorted by an officer. We will see the guardian professor, the guardian officer for the City of London.
好，现在马上过来的，大家看到远远走过来的就是市长的这个。
And we see that for the coming company, the coming group, the new Lord Mayor's company. You can see the people carrying the conch. Their clothes are commonly seen on the river, and they are the winner for the oldest competition for boat racing in Britain. As long as they can win this competition, they can participate and serve and walk in front of the Lord Mayor. And for the carriage for the Lord Mayor, the name is Golden State Coach. It was first appearing in 1757 in the parade, and the value was less than £2,000 back then. So the coach has been in use for so many years.
好，现在新一届的伦敦金融城市长第692任伦敦金融城的市长已经走下来。
You can see the 692nd Lord Mayor of City of London, William Russell. He's coming off the carriage. The people escorting him are the preachers, military officers, or consultants, advisors, aides, etc. The first one is a preacher. And also a man holding a sword. It is for traditional ritual. We have so many people holding different kind of things as symbols.
那第692任伦敦金融城市长威廉·罗素。
And for the 692nd Lord Mayor, William Russell, escorted by his family and the pastor and personal aides, he has come to St. Paul's Cathedral for the inaugural ceremony. The Lord Mayor needs to be of title, and now we even emphasize more on the contribution. So for the Mayor's Commission, it needs to attract the world's investment. So the responsibility is so heavy for the new mayor.
We have a mindful of the worship, joy, and gospel of God as the real source of life. King is wisdom, spirit of the living inheritance that are faithful God. On this day, we offer our brothers and prayers for William and Henry Russell as they take on the opportunities and the burden of marriage. Just pray for strength and faithfulness, grace and resolve, with all the faithfulness of Jesus. With their families and friends, with the staff of the mansion house and all who are supporting.
Now we witness the inaugural ceremony for the new mayor of Lord Mayor for City of London, Peter Astinglin, actually William Russell. The Lord Mayor's show is a very long history parade in Britain celebrating the inauguration for the mayor, the Lord Mayor of City of London each year. Now we could see that on the audience and with the pastor present, the 692nd Lord Mayor, William Russell, has been inaugurated and has taken oaths.
好的，各位网友，那随着刚才呢，这个伦敦金融城市长威廉姆
So,
罗素
dear audience,
692
netizens,
新市长呢
with the inauguration for William Russell's, the 692nd Lord Mayor of City of London. So we witnessed the inauguration ceremony today, and this marks that all broadcasts will come to an end. After the inaugural ceremony, the whole parade will continue to the Royal Court, and that will be the end of this parade. Thank you for visiting and viewing our broadcast, and also thanks to Ms. Wu for the British China Council of Commerce. Thank you for watching our broadcast. We hope that you could participate in local cultural activities more in the future. Just as mentioned by Ambassador Liu Xiaoming, we not only will be the speaker promoting Chinese stories, but we will also learn from the world, and in the local community will be a good citizen. Thank you. And from today's parade, you could find that Chinese elements are increasing. And this also shows the strength of our country. And we hope that in the future, the ties between China and Britain, the ties between China and City of London can be closer and closer. We hope that more Council of Business from China can have their parade here. And that is the end of today's broadcast, and you can have a taste for the following parade.